Thanks so much for joining us here on this Wednesday at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. We are back in Bowling Green today, where the first trial relating to the death of Crystal Rogers is underway, nearly 10 years after the Bardstown mother of 5 disappeared. Jury selection for Steve Lawson's trial took just a few hours yesterday, despite widespread public knowledge of this case and concerns of a biased jury. The day started with 85 potential jurors, which was then narrowed down to 15. The judge stressed to them that this trial is not to determine who killed Rogers, as Steve Lawson is not charged with her murder. Crystal Rogers' mother, Sherry Ballard, was the first witness to take the stand, followed by the former lead detective in Rogers' case. Our Shane McAllister was in the courtroom in Warren County with the details.
With tears in her eyes, Crystal Rogers' mom, Sherry Ballard, was the first to take the stand. She told the jurors, quote, "I knew the instant I saw that baby in the truck that something was wrong. She never went anywhere without that baby." Ballard described calls and texts to Crystal, desperate attempts to get in touch that went unanswered. Then a conversation on the way to the sheriff's office to report her daughter missing. She saw Brooks Houck and said, "I told him I'm going to file a missing persons report. And he looked at me like I was talking about a person off the street." She said he didn't go with her. The prosecutor laid out his case during opening statements, displaying a slide that says, quote, "the plan to murder Crystal." He says Brooks Houck asked Steve Lawson to, quote, "get rid of Crystal," but that Lawson wouldn't kill her, but did agree to move her car. He said Lawson called Brooks during a 13-second phone call around midnight on the night Crystal went missing and told him the job was done. Lawson's attorney, Darren Wolf, called this a narrative, a series of individuals that are going to attempt to be heroes. They want to be the people who solve the greatest mystery in the history of Kentucky. Wolf says that Lawson did move Crystal's car, but he didn't conspire to kill her, and there is no proof that says otherwise. In Warren County, I'm Shane McAllister, WHAS 11 on your side.
The jury is back in court right now for day 2 of Steve Lawson's trial, and this morning we learned Nick Houck and his mother Rosemary Houck remain under investigation as co-conspirators in this case. The judge said testimony is expected to run through Friday, if not Monday. Well, cameras are not allowed in the courtroom, but our Shane McAllister, as you saw, has a seat inside. She's updating us during recess from the latest that happens every day. And our senior reporter, Isaiah Kim Martinez and Doug Profit, are also helping lead the coverage throughout the night. You can also find a full timeline of this case on the story on our homepage, WHAS11.com. Metro Police are still searching for the suspect accused of firing a gun during last weekend's opening of the Algonquin Park pool. Mayor Craig Greenberg called the incident unacceptable and disturbing.
That 1 or 2 individuals sought to ruin it for everybody else. That is totally unacceptable. LMPD is working hard on it. We have released a photo of the suspect in that shooting. We do have some leads in that.
Now, police said the shots were fired around 5 p.m. Saturday in the northwest area of the park. Anyone with information is also asked to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. Now to that officer-involved shooting that ended in a man's death in Jeffersontown Tuesday. J-Town police said the man was knocking out windows on Robesian Road and acting strange before an off-duty officer fired at least 1 shot, killing him. Our Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Emma Gefter spoke to neighbors who heard that gunfire.
You can see 2 cars along the street marked as evidence with yellow numbers, with cracked windows and bloodstains, presumed to be from a man hitting the windows with his hands in this Jeffersontown neighborhood.
It's a nice neighborhood, pretty quiet usually.
Flashing lights, officers, and caution tape disrupting that quiet. An off-duty Jeffersontown police officer shot and killed a man just before noon Tuesday.
Tragic thing.
David Arvin lives just a few houses down from where the shooting happened, saying he heard 4 to 5 shots fired.
And I heard this boom, 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 and it sounded like an automatic weapon or something going off, and pretty scary. So I came outside, and it was police everywhere.
Jeffersontown Police Chief Rick Sanders says they received reports of a person going up and down the road, knocking out windows and, quote, acting strange. That's when an off-duty officer, who neighbors say lives just down the street, confronted the suspect and fired at least 1 shot, killing the man.
This is evidence of the fact that when you're a police officer, when you're a first responder, you're really never off duty.
A neighbor WHAS 11 spoke to says the man was unarmed. Chief Sanders says it's unknown at this time if he was or not. Here on Robson, from Chambers Way all the way down to Billtown Road, blocked off for multiple hours by law enforcement and yellow caution tape.
We never know what we're going to come home to.
Yellow caution tape also surrounding Linda Miles's house, where she's lived since 1982.
I'm here to stay. I'm not going to go anyplace else. I mean, at my age, this is probably the most excitement we've had here in 20 years.
Kentucky State Police is now leading the investigation at the chief's request.
And for the citizens of Jeffersontown, I want them to know we're completely transparent. I have nothing to hide here, and we'll release it when they think it's appropriate.
While the caution tape gets taken down and the birds continue to sing, neighbors wait to piece together what happened in their quiet neighborhood,
So it's a happy neighborhood because there's a lot of birds.
hoping for the return of the peace they're used to. In Jeffersontown, Alex Dieter, WHAS11 on your side.
They have yet to release the name of the officer. We do know he's been with Jeffersontown Police Department for the last 2 years and previously served with LMPD. There is no body camera video of that incident since he was off duty. Another cloudy day for your Wednesday lunch hour. Matt, when will we get to see some sun?
I know, I'm right there with you, Brooke. I'm ready for the sunshine to get here and stick around for a while as well. Tuesday, mostly cloudy at the moment, and we're still seeing mostly quiet conditions around Kentucky. As we head later on into the day, we can expect these skies to...
Well, we know your mic is showing that it's on. It's just not showing us, Matt. So we might want to float you for a minute and we'll go back to weather. Yeah, let's go on to the MSD rate hike. If you live in Louisville or Oldham County, your MSD bill is going up. The Louisville MSD Board approved a 4.9% rate increase for the fiscal year 2026. It says this will support major infrastructure investments to protect public health, property, and the environment across its service areas. The budget plan includes investing more than $302 million to support capital improvement projects like the Maine Morris Foreman Treatment Plant. Well, $3.91 will be added to Jefferson County's monthly residential bill and $1.57 for those of you out in Oldham County. The new rates start on August 1st. Well, happening today, Metro Council will discuss the upcoming budget for Louisville Metro Corrections. Safety measures have been top of mind after the third in-custody death this year. To combat this issue, among others, LMDC's installed nearly $1 million in touch-free vital monitoring devices for inmates. Metro Council will vote on that budget come June 26th, but they want to hear your feedback. You're asked to give that through an online survey, which you can find a link to online at WHAS11.com. The Oldham County Board of Education has narrowed down its search for a new superintendent to two candidates. That's Dr. Nick Carter there on your left and Claudette Harold. Carter has been the superintendent of Breckinridge County Schools since 2017 and was named 2025's Kentucky Superintendent of the Year. For the past 8 years, Harold has been the deputy superintendent and assistant for the Grant County School District in northern Kentucky. The district told us there will be additional interviews before the board makes a final decision on Friday.